Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with the Speck Presidio Sport for iPhone 8 Plus. This case is a Best Buy exclusive, and it has a couple of special features which set it aside from the rest of the Presidio lineup. For one thing, this case has Microban in the exterior, which is going to limit the amount of nasty bacteria which build up on the exterior of your case, which is excellent. It also has port protection, also a really nice thing for a sport case, as well as a no-slip grip. The case is also protective like the rest of Speck's lineup. In this case, it is drop protective to 10 feet, and it has a limited lifetime warranty. So there's a lot of really great features with this case. Let's look at it a little further on my iPhone 8 Plus in silver. Looking at the construction of this case, we have what Speck calls 3 layers of protection. On the exterior, you have the silicone layer, which is their Impactium Sport. Then there is a polycarbonate layer in the middle, which you cannot see, which gives this case a degree of rigidity. And then on the interior, you have Impactium material that lines the middle of the case as well as going around the edges. Now, normally, Speck just puts its Impactium stuff around the edges here, but with the Sport case, they also have it lining. That's the black stuff that you see here. So lots of protection here. You have to assume that that's what's giving you the 10 feet of drop protection, which is a pretty impressive amount of protection for such a slim case. Putting your phone in this case is really pretty straightforward. Simply just slide in the one side, usually volume first, and then clip on your other corners. Once on, you can see we have an extremely firm fit with this case. It's firm on the sides, it's firm on the top, it's firm on the bottom. There's actually no area here where it does not fit firmly. Really quite impressed with that. Often Speck cases are a little loose around the volume buttons, but that is not the case here. Everything fits nice and tightly. We have a good amount of lip with this case, nice and protective for your screen. This does work well with case-compatible tempered glass screen protectors, such as the Zag Glass Plus that I have on here right now. Looking at our port openings, we do have individual speaker holes, which is excellent, should be nice and protective for your speaker and microphone areas. We also have a plug here which covers up your lightning port opening. This is a little bit irritating to open up. You kind of have to use your nail to get it open. This is the sort of thing that might become easier over time, but it's still a little bit on the irritating side, and how much it irritates you is probably going to be determined by how much you actually do it. So if you're always using Bluetooth headphones and wireless charging, then you are probably rarely going to need to access this area. So you'll appreciate the protection, and it's not that irritating to get to when you have to use it. If you're charging every day with your lightning cable and using wired headphones, then, well, it might be a bit more of an issue. But as I said, this is something which is probably going to loosen up a bit over time. Going around to the sides, got a nice amount of grip with this. This is not as super grippy as something like the Presidio Grip. It's more like a velvety grip feel. It has a really nice feel, very similar to the Apple Silicone case in my opinion. Going over to our buttons, really easy to press, absolutely lovely. Same is true for the power button on the other side. Now, that much said, there does seem to be a bit of an issue with the buttons on some of these cases. Some of them are perfect, some of them not. So I actually got 3 of these cases from Speck. Got a lovely purple one, we got a green one, and we got the red one. Really nice selection of colors. So the green one was perfect out of the box, absolutely no problems. The red one, I did have to manipulate the power button a little bit back and forth when I first got it because it was really stiff, but then it started working perfectly. Unfortunately, the purple one is still just DOA. I couldn't operate the power button to start with, and I still can't. I've done everything that I can possibly imagine to do to it, and I cannot get that thing to work. It seems to simply not be lined up right. So what I'm saying is that there are some defective ones out there. Don't be put off, because when this works great, it works perfectly. So with the way Speck stands behind their products, I really don't think it should be that much of an issue. If you get a bad one, then simply just get Speck to send you another one, and it's probably going to be fine. So continuing on here, we have a nice little mute switch toggle thing here. This moves very smoothly, works really well, doesn't hurt your fingers to use. Going over again to the power button, already discussed this. On this one, it's perfectly lovely. If anything, it's too easy to press. It doesn't require much effort at all, and you could inadvertently turn the phone on or off when you did not mean to because it's so easy to press. Going to the back of the case. So as I mentioned before, this does support wireless charging, which is excellent. Love the wireless charging. That is fantastic. Also have just a really nice clean look on the back here, just a little Speck logo up here in the corner. Everything looks good and feels great with this case. This silicone material does have a few drawbacks. For one thing, it attracts lint, and it's also relatively soft so that you can get little marks in it just by being on sharp things. For example, if you try to mark it with your fingernails, it will mark up a little bit. The marks do disappear to some extent after a little bit, but then a little tiny bit of a mark remains. So I'm not sure. I haven't tried to do anything really unpleasant to this case, but it's a soft touch material and you have to be a little bit on the gentle side with it. However, overall, I think that it is really nice, has a great feel, and I do love the fact that it's got that Microban material in there to lessen the amount of bacteria that's going to build up. Looking here at our camera opening, everything is nicely protective here. You shouldn't have any issue with your protruding camera. So overall, just a really nice case. So getting this off, it's basically just the same as getting it on, just in reverse. It's despite the fact that it has such a nice firm fit, it's not particularly difficult to get off. Just to give you an idea of how it looks here on the lovely teal colored case, just slide this one on. Gotta love the teal, looks really, really nice. And again, beautiful buttons on this one. Everything works great. Absolutely no problems. Finally, I'm just going to give you a look at the purple one so you can see how pretty it looks, even though it is sadly not operational. Looks so nice, really quite attractive. Just does not work. You try to press that and you could just press all day long and it's not going to do anything. Overall, I think the Presidio Sport is a great addition to Speck's lineup. I love the soft touch finish, it comes in a bunch of great colors, and it has the perfect degree of grip. Plus the fact that it has port protection and Microban coating just makes an already great case even better. There's lots to love about the Presidio Sport by Speck. Again, we've been looking at the Speck Presidio Sport for iPhone 8 Plus. This case is also compatible with the iPhone 7 Plus, and the MSRP is $49.99. It's available directly from Best Buy. I will put links below where you can find out more about it. And it comes in a total of 5 color choices. You have the teal, red, and purple shown here. In addition, we also have a gray and a black. Many thanks to the kind folks at Speck for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about this case, please feel free to put them in the comments below. And if you are thinking about subscribing, please do, because I have lots more great case reviews for iPhone 8 Plus yet to come. Again, this is Kristen, and this is the Speck Presidio Sport for iPhone 8 Plus. Have a fantastic day.